Alright, hey yo guys, this is Cobra Awesome, and I'm back with another rant video. This is going to be a very interesting rant video that I'm going to be doing. Uh, I never thought I would do it, but something came up to my head and said that, like, I should do this video right now, and I'm finally doing it. So, this topic is going to be TV is not good anymore. That's the topic of this video. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into this video. Oh man, I don't know where to start right now. So as you guys already know, based on what's going on in the world, production, television shows, movies has been pushed back for the next few years once this whole, I guess, pandemic is over. So everything is pushed back, everything is put on hold. So I'm sure many of you guys know that I've been doing rants for a long time, right? I talked about mostly the kids channels. I talked about Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney Channel, but mostly Cartoon Network because Cartoon Network was my all-time favorite channel growing up as a kid. Recognize all I recognize everything from them. I remember everything. They were the best place for cartoons, but nowadays they're just not, unfortunately, and it's sad. But honestly, in my opinion, I just feel like the whole TV industry, because nowadays it's like streaming, um, HBO Max, Hulu, Netflix. So there's no point of paying for cable because you have all of these choices. You have all these options that you could choose from. So there's no need to pay for cable. So I just feel like Cartoon Network, Nick, and Disney Channel, they're not good right now. They suck, in my opinion, and they're not going to go back to the good old days. They're not going to go back to what they used to be, and that's the truth, to be honest with you. Because as I look at it right now, based on what's going on and what they're doing at this moment, they're trying to go into a new direction. So basically, with these channels, these networks, they doing this for money, and I could see why because with the whole COVID pandemic and everything, people need to survive, and of course they're going to need money to survive. They got bills to pay, they have to eat, and it's basically trying to survive. So now they're just airing shows that is going to make them money. So with Cartoon Network, every freaking day it's Teen Titans Go. Nickelodeon, every freaking day is SpongeBob, and Disney Channel is every day is Bunk. So it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. So nothing's changed, and over the years I tried giving all three of these channels chances, mostly Cartoon Network. I gave this channel chance, another chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, and they're not doing anything. They're not listening to the older fans. What their focus is on is their focus on the younger kids, the younger audience, the newer kids. They're not focused on the older kids like us because we're adults. We're grown people. They only focus on the newer kids, so that's why they don't rerun like the old shows that we all know and love today. So if you want to watch the old show that you recognize from Cartoon Network, like Dexter's Lab or Cow and Chicken or Sheep in a Big City, you can go on HBO Max or just look at go online and watch it. That's it. Nothing more. So it really sucks, but because I was so into these channels back in the days, especially with Cartoon Network. But I'm glad that I was able to see all this stuff from back in those days, which was good because like back then, not many kids who were in who not many kids that are 90s kids, not many of them had cable back in the days because cable was very expensive back then. So there were a lot of kids that didn't have cable because their family, their parents, they couldn't afford it. So what kids had to do was it's either they had like video games at home, they could play it, or they'll have to like wait until like Saturday mornings to watch their favorite cartoons. Like, Kids WB was a thing back then, so, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and Sonic X, like these shows would come on Saturdays. So, and that was the only time that kids were able to watch cartoons. Like they didn't have cable and they couldn't watch like a channel that airs cartoons 24 hours a day, 7 days a week because they didn't have cable. But I did, because even if I didn't have cable back then, I would not know what Cartoon Network was about, or Nickelodeon, or Disney Channel. Probably like a friend would probably come up to me at school and ask me like, "Hey, have you ever watched this show on Cartoon Network?" I was like, "No, I don't know what the show is. I don't have cable," but I did, so I know this stuff. But now I just don't care for TV anymore, guys. I don't care. Like the only time I would watch like TV like that is less of I go online and watch like an old show I remember when I was a kid. Sometimes like, you know, or like a cartoon or live action show. But I'm mostly into anime the most, like Dragon Ball Z. So I mostly watch all that stuff. But every once in a while, I would go online and watch like an old show that I remember as a kid to remind myself of the good old days and stuff. But even when I make all of these rant videos, nothing's changed. Nothing is being done. Nobody does anything. It's still the same old thing. And I will say this, guys, like it's going to be like this for the next couple of years, and we all just have to accept it. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about it. Now, if I was the executive producer or the president of these channels, I would have done something immediately and tried to do whatever it takes to make these decisions. But these people behind it, they just don't care. Especially now with this whole pandemic, they're gonna need the money to survive, because, as I said, they have bills to pay and they need to eat and take a shower and survive. That's so they don't care about just like variety. They don't care about like creativity. They don't care about new ideas. They just don't care, guys, and we just gotta accept it. Because next year Cartoon Network is going to be turning 30 years old, and for their 25th anniversary back in 2017, they didn't do anything. And for their 30th anniversary, I feel like it's going to be the same old thing. It's probably going to be a marathon of Teen Titans Go, and that's it, just to celebrate, so oh well. But it really does suck. And these three channels meant so much to me as a kid back then, especially Cartoon Network, because I was so closely connected with that channel. You know what I mean? All the stuff I remember and recognize. And you guys see me complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining of how bad this stupid mother effing channel is nowadays. So you understand how I feel, and that's how I feel about TV nowadays. Because they just running out of ideas, guys. They just don't care about like variety. They don't care about blocks. They don't care about anything, because nowadays with technology and streaming and online services, these are a thing now. These are a thing now. But back then, none of these stuff existed. There was no Netflix, there was no YouTube, there was no Hulu, there was no HBO Max. There was none of that back then. The only thing we had as 90s and early 2000s kids, we only had like TV and antenna to watch the local channels. Sometimes we had video games like the Nintendo 64. We had a little bit of the internet, but it wasn't as what it is today. So we had like these small stuff, but now we have like all these big stuff. We have like Wi-Fi, we have Instagram, we have social media, we have all these things, you know So I really do miss all the stuff from back in those days. But we just gotta move on. We gotta move on. Like I can't keep counting on these channels to be successful anymore. I just can't. Like I really lost hope in all of these three channels, especially with Cartoon Network. I tried giving Cartoon Network so many chances over the years because I was thinking that they were going to go back to what they used to be back then when I was a kid, what I recognized, but they're not. They're not. So, oh well. So even though the new president is there, but I haven't seen him done anything to fix any of these problems. All the problems are still here today. So it's gonna be like this for the next couple of years, and we just gotta deal with it. So they, what they're basically telling you is that like if you don't like our channel, then don't watch it. Like find something else to watch. Okay. So that's about it, and it's really sad, and it just sucks, guys. It really does. Cartoon Network every day it's Teen Titans Go. Nickelodeon every day is SpongeBob. Disney Channel it's Raven's Home and these other shows, but there's no variety. There's none of that. The All the promos and bumpers for three of these channels are just lazy and boring. Like they just don't care. They just don't. You know. They just want to get it out of the door as soon as possible. That's it. Nothing more. Like they're not passionate about their work. They just don't care, guys. And I understand. I get it because of the pandemic. They can't really do much. So that's why I haven't like really gone that hard on them like that. But as I'm seeing this right now, it's just garbage, and it's gonna be garbage for the next couple of years from now. It's not going to go back to the glory days. And what I could say is that I'm glad and I'm thankful that I'm a '90s kid and I grew up in the early 2000s and that I was able to see all this stuff, because even if I wasn't born around that time, I wouldn't known anything. But I grew up during that time and I do know and remember all this stuff. But oh man, really sucks, y'all, that TV is not good anymore, you know. But we just gotta move on. We gotta move on. So that's it for this rant. I talked a lot. Post a comment down below of how you feel about TV, and do you guys still watch TV? I want to hear all about it. So I don't watch TV anymore. I used to when I was a kid. It meant something to me, but nowadays I just don't care. So I'm sure many of you guys don't care about TV anyways. So if you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video for more rants. So stay tuned. I apologize about last month in January. It's just that like I got busy, caught up with stuff. I haven't uploaded many videos because a lot of stuff been going on. But now that I'm back, so stay tuned for videos and mostly the rants, because I know you guys love me for the rant videos. So I'm trying to get this channel back to the way it was. You guys all know, recognize before. So stay tuned. But this is just the beginning. I got many more rants where that came from. So stay tuned. So please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching and take care, guys. Bye.